VTOL VR keeps getting better with the newly released EF-24 Mischief electronic warfare plane. Come inside and I will show you around. In the cockpit here, and this plane is a great addition to what is already a fantastic game, and let me show you why. And as I am in the pilot position myself, if I look to the back, yes, this is a two-seater, which is quite necessary with all its complex weapon systems. Now let's turn on this beauty and go over the different systems. First of all, let's turn on the battery. That will light everything up. We can power the MFDs over here right now. Let me turn them on a nice big screen. However, not for long. We have to turn on the APU. This in order to keep everything on. And the APU needs to spool a bit. First we have the orange light, but we need two green lights in order for the APU to be fully functional. Okay, so that's done. Let me go down to the right side here. There is a new screen, which I kind of like. We can see engine 1 and 2. If I go more to the bottom here, we can see the external fuel tanks and the main fuel tank are all green, of course, and we can turn on the engines here. Let me first close down the canopy. There is one big canopy that will... I like the silence. And right now we can just turn on engine number 1 and that will spool itself up. Over here on the screens we can see the RPM and the temperature, and that should all be good. Let me close down the guards here. There we go. Oh yeah, and if you have problems reading the indicators and you normally wear glasses but not in VR, I would highly suggest trying out the newest prescription lenses from VRWave.store. No damaging the VR lenses with your glasses, which I was always afraid of, and I don't have any more eye strain as the lenses come with a blue light filter. I don't want to be a billboard over here, but I really wish I had done this earlier. So yeah, if you want to order them or for any other headsets, because they have them, go to VRWave.store. The sounds of the plane are kind of similar to the other ones, not that much of a difference, I would say. But alright, okay, let's go over to the left side over here. While the battery is on, we can just turn off the APU as the engines are doing its work. And yeah, I will show the backseat once we are up in the air. There is a plane, by the way, in front of us taking off, so we can do it very easy and slowly right now. There it goes, beautiful. Alright, okay, so this is a variable sweep fighter, which means I can sweep the wings over here. Yeah, how does that work? Well, as you can see right now, the wings are swept. They are closed, as I like to call it. I can put them in the forward position and that will open the wings. And, well, I can turn them back down over here in closed position for very high speeds, making sure I can go very fast. And in the open forward position once I am, on the ground or go slower up in the air. And well, don't worry, there is an auto position over here which will put the wings in the correct position based on the speed of the plane, so to say. There is, however, one thing to keep in mind. Let me close the wing. Let me close the wings all the way back. And if I put the flaps down right now, I get this error. Because the flaps can't go down in the closed position. I'm using my own terminology here. If I open the wings, then you can see, the flaps are going down. And you can see that by that indicator on the right side of the switch lever. Okay, let's do some aftercare over here. Let me turn on the HUD over here. That just works as very similar. The intercoms and the volume over there. And here on the big screen, well, we have quite some options. I am not going over them. The navigation, the radar. Let me put the RWR over here and the comms. And while the radar is off, we can turn that on over here. Let me turn on the light of the plane. And let me adjust my headset a little bit. Yep, and let's arm the plane on the ground. Why not? Alright, let me ask... not here. Let me ask permission to taxi to the runway.
Copy. Taxi to runway 15.
There we go. Alright, now there's only a very little thing to do. Everything seems to be working. Let's put the brake off, the parking brake off. Slowly putting the throttle forward, holding down the stick. And then we move to the correct runway. And let me tell you that this is just not another new plane. This brings a whole new game mechanic to VTOL VR. Electronic warfare. we can jam, we can put decoys out. And that brings a whole new complexity to the game that I can't wait to learn those mechanics. And it's great that this is a two-seater, so one person can be the pilot and the other one can just be, you know, diving into those weapon mechanics. And I'm happy that I won't have to do that as the pilot, as that seems all very, very complicated. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the runway here. I'm going to taxi to the runway, align myself pretty quickly, and then we are going to get up in the air as fast as possible.
Alpha 1-1, tower, clear for takeoff at runway 15.
Okay, going to get myself aligned with runway 15 here on the left side, making a slow left turn. And let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see a video about these new mechanics and how you could use them. I would be happy to create those. Alright, let me put the parking brakes on here. Let me just double check if there are no errors. Flaps in the correct position. The gear is of course down. This seems all good, no errors. The wings are open. That is great, that's very important, and yeah, we are ready to go. Going to put the parking brakes off, and we are going in full afterburner here. There we go. Getting some speed, and again, will always repeat this. This never gets old in virtual reality. Alright, we have enough speed to rotate. Going up here 5 degrees, 10 degrees angle. Landing gear up. And we can also put the flaps up. And then soon I will get rid of the afterburner at 550. As I think we are going fast enough. This plane can go very fast, by the way. Especially when the wings are swept, closed, whatever. This plane can go very high speeds. I love it. Okay, so here we are in the cockpit, in the pilot seat. Let's go to that guy over there. And you can do that by just clicking, well, if you have someone in multiplayer, that's better. But you can also switch to that position by going to the bottom right over here. Let me just first of all set the altitude here to a... so that we don't dive into the water here. Okay, so there is a button over here, switch seat. And that brings us here in the back. Look at that. Totally different. We also have the trainer jet that was already released that had just the same kind of pilot features in the back, but this is completely different. So this is the, what is it, the weapon system officer. You will be maintaining the weapon systems, you will be doing the radar stuff, you will be doing the jamming and all of that. And it's just, man, it's like the Tomcat, you know, it's the F-14 Tomcat. So here we can put all the jamming stuff on. We have the radar in the middle and the bottom. What else can we put here? I don't know. I will have to learn all of these things. But yeah, completely different than the pilot seat. And what I do absolutely like about this one is that you have the pilot really just being busy with its pilot things, and then the weapon system officer will, or the weapon radar officer, whatever, will be just, you know, controlling the radar over here. And communication will be absolutely key. And that's what I think makes a game so great. Teamwork and achieving things together. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And also at night the plane looks fantastic with this red glow illumination, which is the same as in the what is it, the F-14 in DCS again. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I can't wait to get dive more into this plane. And as always, everyone, I hope this video gave you a quick insight in what this plane has to offer. And don't forget that if you want to keep up to date with the latest VR updates, subscribe to this channel. It would mean a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.